What's up, guys, and welcome back to another awesome episode of content on our 240SX. I know the car's not in our hands, but I'm gonna go ahead over to SOS Customs this morning and check in on the progress of the bodywork. I spoke to Oscar at SOS a couple days ago. He said, sure man, come on by. Why don't you bring the Downstar hardware for the body kit so we can start prepping the body for the holes that need to be drilled. They're a little bigger than the pilot holes I use for the Clecos. So they're gonna drill those before this thing goes into paint. That way everything's all sealed up, but we don't have to worry about rust in the future. We're in good shape, boys. I'm looking forward to seeing where we're at with the car, and I'm gonna show you guys exactly where it is. So stay tuned as I pull up and we go check it out. All right, so here with the car. Oscar's already hard at work on it so far this morning. You guys are not gonna believe what they have to do to get this car prepped for paint. As you guys know, this car had a wrap on it by Premium Auto Styling, the yellow wrap with the on the side of it. Yeah, that. But when that came off, it actually peeled off the clear coat. I have to take a second and mention our sponsor, Vincero Watches. They've come on board recently and provided us with some really sick timepieces. I've been wearing it for a few days around the shop while I've been wrenching on the cars and the engines, and I don't have a single nick, scratch, or imperfection on it yet. So far, I'm super happy with the way this watch is performing. If you guys are in the market for a watch, or potentially in the market to buy a gift for someone, Vincero Watches deals directly to the consumer, so there's no middleman. Pricing is incredible. A couple of the components I really like about these watches are that they do offer custom engraving. So when you order one of these directly from the manufacturer, you can actually have it engraved on the back with your name or a saying. The other nice thing is that all of the watch bands are interchangeable. So you can put a nice band on to go out at night, or you can wear the rubber band when you're out being active or in the shop like I am. It goes right on and off, super easy. If you guys are interested in checking one of these out, you can click the link in the description down below. You can use the code throtl, save heaps of money off of one for yourself or someone else, and you're gonna get free worldwide shipping. You can't beat that. I didn't realize that Oscar was gonna have to actually go back and hand scrape. Oh, I'm sorry, Oscar. So you can see where this clear coat residual is left over. He actually has to go back and scrape all that off. And the reason for that is if you don't scrape it all off, you're basically just gonna apply a new coat of paint over top of it. That paint is gonna also delaminate from the car because the person that did the prep work last time didn't do an appropriate job or something along those lines to where the clear coat didn't bite into the base coat underneath it.
It doesn't feather either. Usually you can
feather it out.
Yeah. It doesn't feather at all.
So Oscar has resorted to a 2-inch razor blade. one inch razor blade? To cover the whole car. Luckily we put a carbon fiber hood on here so he doesn't have to do the hood. But
I'm excited about the roof.
oh, the roof will be fun. Actually, hey, maybe you might be in a better shape with the roof. It has a vinyl wrap on it currently, so we don't know what's underneath there. But yeah, so painstaking. To say that we appreciate what he's doing here for us is an understatement. I don't envy him on this one, but aside from that, I also brought along our Downstar hardware. These hardwares are going to be used to mount the fenders, and the holes are already here. This is for my Cleco holes, as I explained earlier. So what they'll do is they'll open these holes up to 3/8 of an inch so that those well nuts can slide in there. And once they drill the holes out, they'll go ahead and prep the car for paint. And then once we're ready to put the car back together, all those holes will be sealed with paint instead of drilling the holes after the car's painted, and then they have an opportunity to rough. Woo! Rev it up, boy. A little ISF rev for the boys in the morning. All right, well, that's the quick update. They're moving right along. It is a tedious process to get to where he's ready to actually put the start putting the primer down and doing the body prep. But getting the clear coat off is job number one. It sounds like we're almost there.
You guys remember Memo's 98? 99?
99.
You guys remember Memo's 99 Eclipse GSX? Well, it's back.
Yes.
And today we're gonna be test fitting some very period correct wheels. These are from what? The Stone Age? Yeah.
Racing Heart M5.
M5, okay. I'll let you.
They're a 3-piece wheel, made in Japan by Hart. And these are wheels that actually were on the orange Supra from Fast and Furious. And I think the fitment's probably pretty aggressive for Memo's car, but there's only one way to tell, and that's to put them on.
All right, so my name is Memo. This is my 1999 all-wheel drive turbo Eclipse, also known as GSX. What's special about this car is that I'm the only and original owner of this car. So I bought it December of '98 from Mitsubishi of San Diego, December of '98, and it's a '99. So this car actually only has 53,000 original miles. I don't think too many people could say that. So it's the same body kit as the Fast and Furious Green Eclipse. The only difference between mine and his is that the front bumper of mine, when I do have it on, is the Evo 3, and everything is molded. So the side skirts, the rear bumper's molded, shaved door handle. So this was a thing back in the early 2000s, actually pre-Fast and the Furious. Once Fast and the Furious came out, then all hell went loose on body kits and wheels, neons, and all sorts of stuff. You already know.
We're back in 2001. Dude, that looks so good. Dang, with the big wing, you're gonna get a big wing, right? Little tip, Memo is actually in the original Fast and Furious. I know I've said it before on camera, but let's go ahead and put a little flashback of Memo. How old were you then?
I was 20 when we filmed.
Granny shifting, not double clutching like you should.
This guy's authentic. This car, it looks like, I mean, you did build it then, right? You built it in 99 or 2000?
Yeah, early 2000.
And it's been sitting. And these wheels came off of your FDRX7 that was sitting outside for how long?
12 years.
12 years.
It's almost, it's like recycling.
And the offset, so this is the fronts, right? So these are the both fronts on front and rear. Yeah, so if Memo does run these wheels, he's probably gonna have to have the inners redone on the rear wheels because these were originally, I guess, maybe made for a rear-wheel drive car like the RX-7 or 240 or whatever. But you're gonna have to run square fitment to make sure the all-wheel drive system doesn't get pissed off.
So you can run a staggered offset as long as the tire size is within like 0.2 or 0.3 inches of one another front to rear so the center diff doesn't freak out. That's my bummer.
So we need to ask you guys, we need to ask the viewers right now, should Memo run these wheels? Yes or no?
Hell yeah.
If he doesn't run them, what wheels should he run? And comment that in the comment section below. But to me, that's the wheel, for sure, 100%.
You know what's funny? These guys are sitting here talking, and I just remembered that I actually have a lot of Eclipse parts at home in my garage, and the reason I forgot about them is because they don't really belong to me. They're mine because they belong to my chick who used to have one of these cars. She actually had a bagged one way back in the day, dropped it off at a stereo shop to have a stereo installed, and the shop owner abandoned the car. We got the car back, and it ended up being an insurance total. So we have all these parts from this era sitting in my garage. I totally forgot I had. So I'm gonna go home tonight, dig through the boxes, and see if there's anything that Memo can use to make this thing as period correct as possible.
The next day.
All right, so fast forward to the next day. I did go home last night and actually found the parts I was looking for Mr. Memo. Brand new in the box, AEM True Time cam gears, 2 of them. I mean, who just has this sitting around? I guess I do. So 2 of these, and the big brake kit that I was talking about. And this is not actually a big brake kit specifically, it's actually a big rotor brake system. So you've got a new rotor, and it appears to be zinc coated. I know that's like the hot boy thing to do now, is zinc coat. But yeah, it's old. People have been doing it for a long time. So zinc coated rotors, and these are caliper brackets, and basically what these do is space out the caliper. So you use your stock caliper with these bigger rotors, and all the hardware and instructions are all still here. I think this probably belongs in the AEM Museum of Parts, because this is 20 years old, still brand new in the box. Pretty crazy. My garage is a time capsule. So hey, I hope you like these things, Memo. Come get them, see if you want them. Anyway, that's all we have for you today. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode with Memo and his Eclipse, and some of our throwback goodies that we have for him here at the shop. If you guys think he should put this stuff on his car, leave us a comment down below, or if you should just leave it the way it is. Let us know. Thank you guys so much for all the comments, the likes. We'll see you guys next time.